Before the intervention of the Susquehanna conference, it was very, very difficult for pastors to earn salaries at the end of the month. And sometimes we will go 8 months, 6 months, 10 months without salary. You have a family. You have your children to take care of. You have to make sure that you are under a roof. You put on something. When your children are not feeling good, you have to take them to the hospital. And all of those things involved money. And so when we got to that point, it was becoming unbearable. But to God be the glory for the intervention of the Susquehanna Conference of the United Methodist Church in Pennsylvania. They came in willingly and with genuine love to take us from that point. And honestly enough, they have done so much that young people are now courageous to opt for the sacred ministry.
We have several projects that the initiative is taking. In some communities, they are providing clean water, which is a jewel, if I could say, in Sierra Leone, because not every community has safe drinking water. Government is doing their level best, but they cannot provide for every community. So because of our partnership with Susquehanna, those services have been provided, like providing safe water. In some communities, partnerships are the initiative is providing toilets. It could surprise you to know that in some rural communities, toilet is a huge challenge. And so people use backyards, nearby bushes to ease themselves. As a result, polluting the streams around from where they get water equally to drink. And so they get waterborne diseases, they get diseases that kill people could otherwise have been prevented, continue to kill people. But then with our intervention in those communities, those death rates are dropping and people are getting healthier and happier because of partnership. Our children are getting scholarships. Children attending United Methodist communities in initiative communities are getting scholarships. And so children who could otherwise have stayed home because of the lack of the wherewithal to go to school are now going to school. And they're getting education because of the initiative.
I am an example speaking to you this time. Initially, I was not in full-time ministry. I was out there in the secular world working at the bank. But I decided to come on board fully when Bishop Yambasu and his cabinet encouraged me to do so. And since I have come on board fully as full-time pastor, I want to give God the glory for the Susquehanna Conference for helping me and all other pastors who are in full-time ministry to earn salaries at the end of every month. I can feed my children, I can give the assistance needed to my husband, and so our family is going on well.
The initiative is also helping partner churches develop new structures. In recent times, we have United Methodist Community is now present in all the political districts in the country. Where we are not presently present, we are now building new churches, and communities are coming. Our congregations are growing because of those new churches. The covenant churches make contributions here in Susquehanna, and that money is wired to the conference treasurer. But then previously, we had problems taking money by hand to go to pay in remote communities where people did not have banks, their banks do not exist. So at a recent meeting with the bishop and the conference authorities, it was agreed that every pastor must open an account If they do not have banks in the communities where they are, they were encouraged to go to nearby communities where there are banks. So I know that all the pastors now have bank accounts, and the treasurer at the end of every month disburse their money into their respective bank accounts. That way, once they learn from maybe a phone call or a text message that the monies have been disbursed, they move to those local communities or community banks and cash out their money.
Ministry starts with relationship. Without relationship, you will not be able to be successful in your mission. And that is one major thing that we have achieved between Susquehanna Conference and the Sierra Leone Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church. We have relationship. When they go, we are ready to receive them. And when we are here, we are received as well. And so when we come, we feel at home. When they go, they will also feel at home, because they will see people that they know, they will see people that they will receive, they will feel belong to their partner churches for the representatives that goes from different churches. And so we are grateful to God for that relationship that has been built. And it is our prayer that it will be maintained by the special grace of God. That even when we get to that point that we can be able to pay salaries for our pastors, the relationship will still continue to go on. Because they have something that they will get from us, and we too will continue to learn from them. And together we will be in mission. And I believe this mission will be done God's own way. And in the end, God's name will be glorified.